So a trust is a legal entity where you are the grantor and you are initially usually your own trustee. However, you arrange for another person who would be your successor trustee to hold the property for the benefit of you and ultimate beneficiaries. The grantor names the beneficiary and the successor trustee, and they establish the rules for the trustee. In the trust agreement, it is laid out very specifically what the trustee can do and what they cannot do. When you create a trust, you split the ownership of the trust property. The legal ownership goes to the trustee, and the beneficiary ownership goes to the beneficiary. Now, typically, you are the initial beneficiary, and then ultimately there are other beneficiaries later on. That means that the trustee is legally responsible for managing the property according to the trust rules, and that the beneficiary receives the financial benefits such as income, principal, and the use and enjoyment from the trust property as it is laid out. A trust that you create while you're alive is referred to as a living trust or a revocable trust. A trust that is created upon your death, and if you remember back in one of the very first slides, we said that a will could create a trust. So a trust that is created from a will after you pass away is referred to as a testamentary trust. If you have the right to change or end the trust anytime you want to, then it is considered revocable. If the trust cannot be changed, it is considered irrevocable. A revocable trust generally becomes irrevocable when you die or when you become incapacitated. While we won't go into great detail, and there will be subsequent seminars that we do that go into probably more advanced estate planning techniques, but revocable trusts are commonly used to plan for incapacity and to avoid probate. A trust avoids probate because the trust agreement itself determines what happens to the trust property upon your death. Basically, the beneficiaries are already named in your trust, so therefore nothing has to go through the probate court to be approved accordingly. Life insurance. How does life insurance play into